Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thanks for joining me here on Exploit Security. As usual, I am your host CyberMunky, and this YouTube channel is all about documenting my journey to earning the OSCP. So previous, or same as the previous video, we kind of left off at basic 8. I showed you a solution, which was a server-side include injection, which is basically when multiple files get called to a dynamic web page. It allows you to host different types of dynamic content without updating the whole entire web page. Usually you're not going to see too many of these from what I've noticed. I personally haven't. I'm assuming that we've just kind of learned best practices, so how to avoid this configuration. But this happens when a web page allows a server-side include directive to work within the web page for hosting different dynamic content, especially from multiple files with different locations. So we're going to kind of dive into this. I strongly encourage you to do your own research into what an SSI injection actually is. I just gave a brief summary, and it probably wasn't the best summary. So I strongly encourage you to do a little bit of research as well. And that being said, the basic level 9 is also vulnerable to SSI injection, same as level 8. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, and I'm going to show you how I went about solving it. And you're going to notice it's going to give you a little bit of a laugh just because it's kind of obvious right from the start. So let me pull up the HackThisSite page. We're going to go on and click on basic missions. So I've been having some issues with HackThisSite. I've been getting a lot of 503 errors. It's been happening intermittently. So this is actually my third time trying to film this, and it's just been so problematic trying to get it to work and run through that it's at this point, I'm just not an enjoyable experience. So as far as HackThisSite, I would definitely put it on the lower end of beginner-based CTF challenges and war game challenges, because it just seems to be so problematic all the time. And you spend almost as much time trying to troubleshoot an issue as you are trying to solve some of these challenges. You can see slow loadouts and everything like that. And it takes away some of the enjoyment, but there is still a lot of value here. 504 gateway, excuse me. You can see that it's happening again. So all right, so we're able to get through there. I'm getting a bunch of different errors, so we're just going to kind of try to push through because I don't want to have to refilm this video for a fourth time. So the description goes as network security Sam is going down with the ship. He's determined to keep obscuring the password file no matter how many times people manage to recover it. This time the file is saved in location. In the last level, however, in my attempt to limit people to using server-side includes to display the directory listing to level 8 only, I have mistakenly screwed up somewhere. There is a way to get the obscured level 9 password. See if you can figure out how. This level seems to be a lot trickier than it actually is, and it helps to understand how the script validates the user input. The script finds the first occurrence of the following characters and looks to see what follows directly after it. So, like I said, similar to level 8, this is an SSI injection vulnerability that we are going to try to exploit. I strongly urge you to play around with the password field. This is not where the solution is, but play around with the password field a little bit and see if you can kind of pick out the indicators that show that the vulnerability isn't here, and kind of read through that description because it does give a hint a little bit, or sometimes the lack thereof of any indicators is a hint on its own. So keep that in mind. On another note, I have had people comment in the past on different solutions they've found for different challenges, and I've been thinking about making videos of subscriber found solutions for some of the challenges that I'm showing and giving them a shout out when I make those videos. If you like that idea and you're finding different solutions and you want your shout out and you want someone to give you a voice, maybe you don't like making videos, maybe you just don't have the equipment set up, and you want to make your shout outs be known so you can get your rep, however it may be, let me know down in the comments section below if you do like that idea, and we'll start putting something together where if you find a solution that is different from my own, you can kind of comment below. We can find the time to discuss it, and then I can make a follow-up video, call it the version 1, give you your shout out in the title and give you your shout out in the video as well, and then show the solution that you found. It benefits everyone because we get to see different solutions to solving common vulnerabilities. So let me know what you think of that, and let's go on and jump into it. So like I said, the solution isn't on the basic 9. So we're just going to click basic 8, and we're going to jump over to, or we're going to click the basic missions, and we're going to jump over to basic 8. And the reason why I'm doing it this way instead of just popping it in the URL, I've been having a lot of issues, and it seems whenever I kind of alter the URL, it just seems to increase, and it's really, really frustrating. So we're going to go over the solution a little bit. Think of the solution for the last video, especially if you tuned in on the last one. And the solution is very, very similar. So I'm just going to show you what I kind of did to solve it. So as you know, for level 8, this was the recent solution. Of course, there's the trailing characters at the end, but I'm still going to add in some stuff to show you the solution for this. So there are some trailing characters, but this was the solution for basic level 8. So think of the logic of how the pages are hosted, and we're going to show you. And just once you kind of think of the logic, I strongly encourage you to just kind of pause the video, try to solve it on your own. It is a variation of what you're seeing right here. See if you can solve it on your own, because there's a lot of value you kind of trying to play around with things a little bit. Do your research into SSI. See what you can find out. And if you're still not able to find it out, don't sweat the small stuff. It's all a learning process. When I started this a long time ago, 2 years, I struggled. And now that I'm coming back and making the video content, it's incredible how quick I breeze through this. So don't stress it. You're going to get there as long as you just keep studying and keep practicing. So we're just going to add in some more characters. Excuse me. And let's see if that works. All right, so same thing. We get loaded up onto a PHP. It includes a link. You can see here in blue with an underline. So we're going to select that. And similar to what happened for basic level 8, we get a listing of hopefully the directory that we want the listing of. And you can see there's an index.php. We're not going to sweat that one too much. That's probably the index for the actual web page itself. But what we want to focus on is that other file that starts with P. It's a PHP file. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to copy that. And then we're just going to remove everything after 8. And we're going to drop in that PHP file. And then we're going to hit enter. All right, so it looks like we got a little bit of a challenge here. All right, so let's start playing around with it a little bit more. Let's see if we drop in a 9 there, and we remove that everything after 9, and we go in and drop that in. And there we go. All right, so I just forgot about the logic of it. We're trying to get the credentials for level 9, not level 8. It worked out fine. We just had to change that path a little bit to reflect level 9. So we were able to locate that PHP file. We are now reading that PHP file with a series of characters that we suspect are the password to get through level 9. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go on and copy and paste that. And then we're going to jump over to where we started off, which was the level 9 page. And as you can see here, we just have that password input. We're going to go on and drop that password in and then hit submit. And there you have it. That is the solution for basic missions, hack this site, level 9. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support goes a long, long way. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If by some chance you do come across a different solution for this video or for any other videos I find, and you want to be repped and you want a shout out and you want a video to be made to show and display your solution while getting that rep, let me know in the comments section of that video. You and I will find a way to communicate so you can kind of walk me through what you did and the logic behind it. And I will make a video where I showcase your solution and I give you that shout out. If you like the idea of that, let me know. Other than that, I will catch everyone next time. Thanks, everyone.